What's going on YouTube? It's Jesse coming back to you with another video, and in this video I want to talk about how to pick your business name. Before we dive in, if you're not part of our free Facebook community, recommend you go get inside below. Would love to have you inside there where you can learn and network with us. As well as if you're looking to, pay to have success, you want to be handheld to the finish line versus having to piece all the free content out there together, I recommend you book a call below to chat with us about potentially enrolling into our hybrid freelance machine mentorship program. It is the #1 program you're going to want to have in your inventory to ride the chaotic wave of the future in this online space. What if copywriting goes away? What do you do now? What if inbound closing has problems? What do you do then? You want to have an arsenal of money-making tactics on your belt to ride the wave. And we'll be constantly adding new ways to make money in there, real ways to make money, and usually they're going to be high ticket only. So how do you pick your business name? Well, it's pretty simple. You do not want to overcomplicate this process. So many people overcomplicate, setting up their business, which stalls them from actually making money. Honestly, you could be making money before you even have a business name. But if you want to do it the right way and you want to look professional from day one, you want to pick a good business name and you're going to want to make sure it's related to what you're doing. So if you're going to be an email copywriter, let's say for coaches, a good name could be, Coach Emails. I probably wouldn't do that myself, but that's like a good example, I should say, of you don't have to be super specific either. You can do something very generic. Like, we write emails agency. But the more niche down you are, the more you'll look like a professional and authority in that specific niche, but the harder it is for you to get out of that niche. See, if you have the word coach in your business name, you're kind of screwed. You're not screwed, but you got to stick with coaches, right? Versus if you had we write emails, you can pretty much do anyone. But you're not going to look as much of an authority for that specific granular niche of coaches. So there's a trade-off. It's all about what you want to do. If you know you only want to write emails for coaches, then it's fine to go granular and make that domain name and pick that specific business name. But if you're uncertain of the future and what you're going to write for, then you're probably going to want to take a more generic name. But always have in the back of your head that you can easily pivot from name to name to name very quickly. You just got to get a new DBA, which is very cheap depending on the state you're in, get the new domain name, get the new email address associated with that domain name, and you now have a new business name. Obviously, you're going to want to get a website set up for it too as well. You can get a quick one-page website set up so you look like you actually have something going on, but it's quick. You can set up a one-page website in literally like a half hour. We have a software we use inside Hybrid Freelance Machine that's dirt cheap, and that's why we use it, because you can easily set up new websites for pennies. Not spending goddamn $100 for a ClickFunnels account to set up a website. It's ridiculous for when you're doing agency stuff, which is what you're doing here. Email copywriting, inbound closing setting, you're an agency, basically. You want to have a cheap website so that you can pivot and make multiple agency websites if you need to. But that's pretty much it. You're going to want to basically pick a name, make sure it's not taken with your state. And most people get LLCs. Don't take this as legal advice, but you get an LLC. And then you would get a DBA for that LLC, because you don't really want to be operating under the name of your LLC, because you have to have LLC in the name, which is kind of ridiculous for invoicing and all of that. It doesn't look that good for branding. Like when you go buy an iPhone, right? You don't see Apple LLC, right? It looks stupid. You just see Apple. It's similar to what I'm saying here with your DBAs. So you get a DBA after you get an LLC. Make sure it's not taken with your home state at the very least, or they'll reject your application for the name. And you can file your LLC online with most states. You're gonna have to figure it out for your own home state, right? I can't, make a video on every single goddamn state for your LLC. And then get your DBA. Make sure it's not trademarked as well. You're gonna want to check the U.S. trademark website to make sure you're not taking a name that's already been used, as well as you can do a quick Google search of your name, see if anyone has already taken it. I personally would avoid any name already taken from someone else just to avoid that problem, but there are ways you can have the same name as long as it's different industries, but I'm not going to go into that. That's something you talk to an attorney about. But pick a name and then check the state database, check the trademarks, and check Google search. And if all three of those check out, then you're probably okay to get started with that name in your business. And make sure, obviously, and also another tip is make sure that the length of the name, the shorter the name of the business, the more likelihood it's already taken. The longer the name, the less likely it's taken. So you're going to want to try to find, usually it's anywhere from 2 to 3 to 4 words for your agency, because one word probably already taken. Now you could theoretically use that one word name as long as it's not related to any of the other people that have already taken it. But that's a road I'm not really wanting to go down myself, because then you got to talk to an attorney and all that, and it's just annoying when you're just trying to make money, right? We're just trying to get a goddamn name and get out there and get known. People buy you. They don't buy your brand. The brand is nice to have. It makes you look more professional for getting started. But again, like, the name isn't super important. You know, like, as long as it's semi-related to what you're doing, clients don't give a shit. All they care about is you, and will you do the work? How good is your work? And it's somewhat, make sure the name is somewhat related to what you're doing for them, so that they look at you like you're a badass. You know, if you had like fidget spinner emails to agency, they're probably not going to respect you long term, even if they did hire you to write their emails if they're a coach, because it just like feels weird to them. Like, they're hiring a company that was named originally Fidget Spinner Emails, and now you're fucking writing their stuff. They're not going to like think that you have the goods, the skills that they need to make money. They'll doubt you. They'll doubt what you're writing, if it's actually the best writing that they could actually buy right now. So I hope you found some value in this video. Again, make sure to get into our free Facebook group, and also book a free call with us if you'd like hand-holding support to skip all the free stuff and just get straight to the money. Make sure to subscribe as well, hit the bell notification so you don't miss any of my future videos. Peace.